I think submissiveness is a big one.
Yeah, go for it.
Being submissive for a man,
Yes.
that's not leading.
As if for a man to submit.
No. So a lot of men want submissive women. Like
Yes.
a lot of men is so funny because I've got a lot of male friends as well as women, you know. So I hear all these stories and it's so funny because men, they just always complain like, I can't find the right woman. And it's like, are you the right man? And then they're like,
Good question.
I am the right man. I said, right, like tell me the list of the things that you require from a woman to be that match for you. And they're like, yeah, she has to have this. And I'm like, but are you matching to that? They're like, yeah. But when we dig deeper, we find out we're not matching at all. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, like this guy, he wanted a submissive woman, but he wasn't helping her out in anything. So she has a child. She is busy with work, with life, bills, everything. But they're sexually intimate. And he wants her to submit to him.
When they're together.
In general, like he wants her to be submissive to him. He wants her to listen to him. He wants to lead her. But it's like, how can you lead her when you're not actually leading her? So you're not helping her out. You're talking
about financially?
Both. Emotionally, financially.
So what if financially he's just not a high earner?
Well, then you can't be with a woman that's... Like you can't, you're not ready.
He can't be a woman where she's submissive to him.
Yeah, you can't. Like if
disagree.
I agree. Because in a way, if you're trying to get a woman to submit to you, you gotta let her be a woman. You gotta let her breathe. You have to take some stress away from her. And I feel like, especially women with children, like it's crazy, especially if the father of the child is not around, you need to help the woman out. You can't just be like, right, well, I'm waiting for you, 8 p.m, come around mine. It's just, what are you thinking?
I would say that sounds like a man who's not really taking her seriously. That's what I would say.
But no, they're trying to be. He's bringing her on dates. He thinks that's enough. Do you know what I mean? But it's not.
I hear that. The reason I say it's not about money is because when immigrants come to a Western country, they have a very traditional family setup.
Yeah.
Where the husband's the head of the household, he leads, she submits to his leadership, etc. She follows his guidance. But they'll both be working because if you're an immigrant family and you move to the Western country, you see how fucking expensive everything is, and both of you have to work. But they still have that dynamic. I'm not saying that she's
she doesn't have to work.
What I'm saying is that
2024 is hard out here.
That's what I mean. But you can still have that dynamic.
That. But you can at least help her with something. I'm not saying pay her rent, like her whole rent. I'm not saying like
she shouldn't have to work.
Take
like,
everything.
What if he's not a high earner?
Yeah, like I understand the situation. Like not everyone's rich, not everyone has money. That's fair enough. I'm not saying that, but at least help her out. Ask her if she needs any help. Babe, are you okay with your water bill? Do you need any petrol in your car?
Okay, can you name me something he can help with outside of financial contribution?
Of course. Childcare.
That's financial contribution?
No, as in childcare, as in like, do you need a break? Like, let me take your child out for a walk. Let me, let me give you a massage. Let me like look after, like just understand that women, we are not made to be like working and stuff like that, you know?
Don't tell the feminists that.
We're not. Okay, whoever fought for our rights to...
You want to revoke women's rights?
Listen, like
really?
I'm getting agitated about this one, but
really?
It is what it is.
Wait. If you're prime minister tomorrow...
Yeah.
Would you change women's rights?
I mean, it's kind of difficult because this is the world the way it is now.
So I'm asking you right now, what would you change?
I would definitely say no more work for women. Women just sit at home.
So women are not allowed to work anymore?
Yeah, hell no.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't agree with that at all. We're not made to work. Like us women, we stress so much at work.
Well, women have always worked. It's just where they work has changed.
Yeah, like
they've worked
household.
and that's very important work.
Very important to clean the house and feed the kids.
But also to raise the next generation. That's
yeah,
crucial.
Exactly. Yeah.
So women have always worked.
Yeah, but for the family, that's different. Not
for the family.
For John and Tony.
For their boss, it doesn't care about
yeah,
them.
like it doesn't.
So you would So you would say that women aren't allowed to work?
100%. No.
Okay. What else would you change? Can they vote?
I don't even believe in voting, to be honest. But yeah, they can vote. They can vote. But they can't be a leader. Like I don't think I wouldn't be a good president because I'm a woman. I'm emotional. Like half of the time, my hormones are not in balance. Do you know what I mean? I don't think women should be leaders at all. I don't think they should be presidents. I don't think they should be mayors of anything. No, even household. No, you can just help out. As in, you can give your opinions. Like if the man should be in charge of the house, absolutely every day of the week. That's what I say. You can always give advice to your man. Like, doesn't mean that you're not a team, but just make him make the decisions. Like, do not get involved, please. Like, help out. I think blah, 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 that's fine. Let him make the decision.
Interesting. Why do you think any element of this conscious thinking is conditioning? Or do you think that is innate for men and women to have those specific roles?
I just think it's nature. Like when you look at biology, the men are stronger. Don't argue with me, feminists. Men are stronger. They're built better to be stronger. They're more logical. There's a reason why they don't have a period. There's a reason why they don't have emotions. There's a reason why their hormones aren't all over the place. You deal with the problems. I can't. Clearly, because I will be way more stressed. And it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that women can't handle emotions and stress, because they're doing pretty well now, you know? But is there a need for that? Like, you can just relax, you know? Like, let the man deal with the problems. Because the man are just faster. They're just quicker. Like, they don't overthink it. They're like, right, this is what we're going to do. Like, okay, fair enough. Let's do that.
I hear you.
Where the women are like, well, why don't we try this? And then we try that. And then ask Becky and Rebecca. And then maybe they can give us a little something. And then once, okay, I think we should do that. Actually, no. You know, it's just, they're just so confused. Like, just, it's not for you, babe. Like, you just cook, you clean, you help out, you give the advice, because the man will come to you for intuitional advice as well. Like, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? Like, we're really good at that. We're really good at giving advice, and we're better at giving advice to other people than ourselves. So I feel like that's why we should just stick to being a woman. A woman in the Bible, even in the Bible, it says a woman was made for the man. The man was not made for the woman. The woman was made for the man, and she was a helper. She wasn't the leader. She never was.
Do you think this is one of those where there can be exceptions to the rule?
Well, yeah, I mean, now, because we live in a crazy world, this is a bit different. I mean, it's all changed because of women.
What do you mean?
Because they fought for the rights. What was you thinking?
Yeah, but also we have to remember it's actually because of the men, because it's always been the men who have been in power. So if you're going to blame anyone for how society has changed, you have to blame the men who have had a hand in changing that.
They were influenced by them. They were influenced by the women, because they're like, oh, we want to work. Like, fair enough. Okay, fair enough. Because it is a bit hard now. Like I said, if men stuck to their role, and if they were husbands, and if they didn't cheat, and if you had
go stay at home husbands.
Yeah, like if you literally had a wife, you had kids, and you didn't go out and cheat, you'd still have a normal family. The woman would be at home cooking, cleaning, whatever. But unfortunately, that's not the way it is. Where men cheat, men can't stick to one woman, men want to spread seed all over the world. They leave the women that they spread, like you said, they will have sex with women that they don't find attractive, or they don't have any emotional relations with, whatever, and they keep it moving. The woman is stuck now. So obviously it'll be a bit unfair if she couldn't work and she had a child.
Well, yeah, but I would say that's wrong, because I'd say as a man, like, you need to take responsibility for your child.
Yeah, but not many men do, though. Yeah.
Say again?
I said not many men do, unfortunately.
Sure, but that's what he should do.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
regardless of how he feels about the woman. Yeah, I completely that. That is interesting. It's interesting to hear, because I would love to see a conversation between you now and you 2 years ago.
I know. I'll just be like, I just won't even talk to her. I'll just be looking at her like, can we leave? I wouldn't even.
Because she was like Miss Independent, all of this, etc. So how has...
I think having good male role figures has changed me, if I'm completely honest with you.
I completely agree.
So because I didn't have any, I was all this independent woman, love for the money, doing all sorts of things. And then I had some people come into my life, and they like just made me open my eyes, and I was like, whoa, didn't see it that way. And because no one was there to sort of hold my hand and be like, listen, you're doing it all wrong. Like, and because my mum, she's a very masculine woman at the same time, because there's no father in my life, so she had to be the father as well.
Yeah.
So she was like dividing herself, like this mother and father figure for me,
Yes.
which was very difficult for her. So sometimes maybe she didn't know, because she's not a dad, so she wouldn't know, and I don't blame her for that. So, but she was just like, yeah, you go, don't pay attention to these men. She's been hurt herself, by all these men. So it's just like generational thing.
That's how the cycle happens.
Yeah. And like, for example, in my family household, like my grandma, her and my granddad are still together. So they've been together for like, I don't know, 50 something years, right? Yeah. But the thing is, my granddad never actually was at home, because he used to work like in a different country. Mm-hmm. So then my mum always looked at it like that as well. Like the woman was in charge of the household, and she sort of was like that as well. She was getting with men and she was in charge, and I always looked at it like something's not right. And I remember like it's only like maybe about 3-4 years ago, I told her like, Mum, like you should be a woman now. Like you've got a man in the house, like just let him be the man. And like her life completely changed just from one conversation. She was just like, yeah, like let me not deal with the problems anymore. Now she's got problems, it's not hers anymore. Like she just gives it to him. He deals with it, and she's so much less stressed. She's more happier. You can see.
Yeah. No, that's nice, man. That's nice. I love that. So what's one thing you would say to, where you were a few years ago, and you're seeing that a lot of other young women like that as well.
They're just so lost. They're just so lost for the money, man. And it just reminds me of them, because I used to do so many illegal things for the money, so many things that I'm just like, oh gosh, like don't want to tell my grandma about it, sort of thing, Yeah. And I just look at them and I'm like, you can't see it when you're in it. You just can't. So many girls on OnlyFans, for example, so many girls selling their body. Like OnlyFans is online prostitution. You're selling your body online. You're an online prostitute. Like there is no difference. Sugar daddy, prostitution. Just so many things that the world will sort of sugarcoat it. Sugar daddy. Honey,
you put some sugar on it, makes it sweet, baby.
Like it's still prostitution. And this is what a lot of people, like a lot of women, we're very gullible, we're very vulnerable. If we don't have someone sort of to guide us, we're going to be lost. That's why we are the helper of the man. We are not the leader, because we will lead ourselves wrong, in the wrong way. And that we don't notice these things until when we're in it, we don't see it. When we step out of it, then like Lana, like she was in it, she didn't see anything. She was doing all sorts, become the best one or whatever, Everyone knows Lana. Even I don't even watch porn, but even I know who she is, So it's like it really just shows you from these girls. Everyone's laughing at these girls, but really you should learn from them, because where do you think OnlyFans is taking you?
It's very true. It's very true.
It's the same thing. OnlyFans just has a different name. Okay, some women are not having sex. Some women are just, I don't know, talking dirty. Some women are just, I don't know, doing something. They're not having their, like some people are not naked on there.
Yes.
But where do you think it's going to go? Like it's not going to stay the same. Eventually your fans are going to get bored of what you're selling, and you're going to have to, and they're going to offer you more money. And because there's so much love for that money, you're going to go further.
So just to wrap up then, what's the one thing to the kind of women either who are doing OnlyFans or women who are in the same position, kind of mindset space that you were a few years ago? What is one question you'll get them to ask themselves?
Is money really worth it? I think that's a big one. It's a big one, because the things that I was doing for money as well, like
facts.
You can damage other people as well. Like a lot of women are not understanding as well. Your whole energy, you're doing all these things. Okay, you're selling, I don't know, you're selling a booty picture. Yeah, you can find that on Explorer page. It's not that deep, you think. That man that purchased that booty picture has now cheated on his girlfriend mentally. Do you know what I mean? Like it's got bigger effect than you think. Like you think you're just selling a booty pic, but you're enticing the addiction of that man. He's spending more money. He's cheating on his wife mentally or girlfriend or whatever. He is sort of losing himself, and so are you. Like you're also losing yourself, because you're devaluing yourself. You're not seeing the value you have for money. Because if you were told, okay, I'll give you £1 million tomorrow, would you take it? Yes. What if you had to die tomorrow? Would you take it? No. So your life is worth more than £1 million or £1 billion or £1 trillion, whatever the offer is. If you die tomorrow, you're not going to take it. So at the end of the day, you have to think that money's not that important. You got to sort of set your love for the money on to the side. You got to set that to the side to be able to see things more clearer. You can still make money. You can still make a lot of money, but just remember, the easier the money that you get, the easier it will go, and it will not stick around because you're always going to think it's going to come back. So you're just never going to learn.
I hear that.
Hope you really enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full episode where that clip is from, then I want you to click right here where you can watch the full episode. And if you're ready to claim your man today, enroll in my program below, and I'll see you there. Wishing you an amazing day.